No, that was good. Am I supposed to just give a little speech first or something? Or
We can fire away. How did your meeting go?
It went well. It went well. I mean, given the circumstances and the fact that we're not still playing and we're here and the season's over, I had to deal with some injuries this season, but I felt overall it was pretty productive and I showed some growth. And I'm excited for the possibility of the future.
You've said several times that you would come back just for 1 year back in LA, that you planned on being here for several years. So did you get any sense from the meeting, confidence on their end that could happen?
Yes, it could happen. There's still a lot of things that have to be sorted out. You know, there's the draft and see what happens in free agency with other guys. And there's rules in the NBA in terms of how long you can sign guys and how much you can pay them based on the structure of how things are set up. So all that will come into play, but there's definitely a possibility, and that's a good feeling.
How confident are you that you'll be back next year?
I'm pretty confident. This is a business, though, and you have to, approach it as such and take the time and let everything kind of play itself out before them or myself can make any decision. But I want to be back. It's not a secret. I'm from here. I love the Lakers. I love this organization, the city, the fans. My friends and family are here, so it's a special place for me. And this is definitely where my heart's at.
You came to a situation where they had Nash and Blake, and you were coming in as the third point guard. Is that something where, when it comes down to coming back, where you're gonna, would you come back for that same kind of situation where maybe you're the third guy?
I think I played myself out of the third guy role. I mean, I think that was just a matter of circumstances, who was on the roster at the time. I definitely see my value and my level of play much higher than that. And I'll continue to work and continue to improve. I'm 27 years old, but I have 8 years worth of experience and a couple championships and things that a lot of people can't offer. So I feel I can really help a good team, and I know that this organization is going to be heading in that direction in the very near future. But no, we just talked a little bit about what's going on in the league. And, there's no secret that they're committed to winning. I mean, that's what they're going to try to do, is put the best product on the floor to try to put some more banners up. And he's a very smart and clever guy, and he'll figure it out.
You've been on 2 championship teams with the Lakers, and you've been on, one of the worst seasons they've ever had. How do you feel like the city handled it, and fans, and everything else?
I think it was okay for the most part. There's a lot of frustrated fans out there, but spoiled. We're spoiled in LA. We have the good weather, we have great sports teams, and, so if it rains a couple of days, going crazy. I think these times will help you appreciate the good ones that much more. So rightfully so. They should be frustrated. They should not be happy with the result of the season. That just shows that they care. But at the end of the day, we're a pretty spoiled franchise in terms of the success, and the amount of down years that we've had haven't been anywhere near compared to the rest of the league.
Relatively speaking, I mean, compared to the championship years, you're also with this team earlier when it was kind of going through a so-called rebuilding stage. What do you remember about that time?
That was good too. That was my rookie year. We lost to Phoenix and D'Antoni in the first round of the playoffs. And then the next season we traded for Powell, and it kind of changed everything. So they always have something up their sleeve. They're willing to, whether it's spend money or do whatever's necessary to try to put a team together that will compete. No matter who you put on the team, you don't guarantee yourself a championship. So it's about building a team where guys know their roles and buy into the system and buy into each other and being part of whatever it takes to be a winning group.
Right. I mean, obviously Kobe was hurt a lot of this season, but how would you compare just what his feeling was and overall mindset during those years versus this season, just in terms of stomach and everything?
Kobe, man, he doesn't change for anybody. He is who he is. He's one of the strongest-minded people I've ever been around. He's one of the strongest-willed people. And he's the kind of guy that just doesn't take no for an answer. He's not going to be one to make excuses. He breaks his finger, he tapes it up, and keeps playing. Teaches himself how to shoot a different way. That just kind of sums him up in a nutshell. So he doesn't want to hear all the excuses and everything that went along with why we had the season we had. So it's the gift and the curse with him. That's what makes him so great. And he's going to stay focused and locked in, and he will drive this ship in the direction it needs to go. And whoever is on the team is going to have to get on his page, basically.
Jordan, you mentioned the need for communicating roles and for
No, I mean, I understand that he was frustrated. It's easier for him just to take a step back and let it kind of dissipate a little bit. The guys who were here were focused and not really worried about where's Kobe, but we have a game to play, we have a job to do, and we're all professionals. And I think we did that. It was good to see us finish the season on a positive note and get a couple wins and feel good about each other. But yeah, it was just a tough season overall. I don't think anybody on this side of the team thinks too much about what Kobe's doing.
Do you know what led to the injury? Like, you had two hamstring injuries.